Hey everybody, this is Jeff from the Great Heights and Barely Controlled Chaos, and you've seen us working with some animals, and then we're going to be doing, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be going out to one of our gardens. Where are we going?
To the pumpkin patch.
We're going out to the pumpkin patch. So out in the front pasture, we put the pigs out there so that we could grow, so that they would tear up a bunch of area that we're going to be using specifically to grow pumpkins. All right, so you might recognize this area as the area where the pigs were. May not, I don't know. But they did a pretty good job clearing it. There's still a little bit of stuff here. And I brought the tiller up here to just kind of finish it. You can see I got a row and a half before the tiller ran out of gas, which means I need to bring the rest of it up. Or I need to bring it back up here again so I can do the rest of it. But for today, we only have one package of seeds. We do have more, but we're going to do more. We're only going to do a small amount today. The reason we're planting these today, the reason we're doing this is we're going to plant these gigantic pumpkins. These are mostly just for fun, although if they grow as well as we hope they will, we may actually get some that are good for feeding the animals and things like that.
And carving and making giant.
All right, so we got one row planted. We've got our water tank up here. I got to get a hose adapter for it, so I'll do that. But yeah, we got one row of pumpkins planted. We're gonna plant a bunch more. The whole plan is to plant most of this in either pumpkins or squash, and try to get as much of this done as possible, so that we've got lots of pumpkins and squash for this year. But yeah, so we did do some other gardening work, and we're gonna walk up to the garden and show you what we did this week. But that's at the other end of the property, so we'll get there when we get there. All right, so what we've done here, we've built some garden beds. These are raised beds. There's nothing in them yet because they haven't been completely straightened out. But we got at least some dirt in them, and then we got mixed some topsoil in them. We got to mix some other stuff in it. The other thing we've done here is we've got these, which they haven't been planted yet, but we've got them all set up. These are going to be peppers and tomatoes. Over there, where you can see those sticks, we've got some onions planted. We've got a potato bin planted. Along this fence line right here in the middle, that's going to be our beans and peas. And then, as you can see, I'm working on putting the fence up around the outside. Why am I doing that? Well, because we have goats that we like to have browse, and they'll just break in here and start eating the plants. Chicken wire, yes, I know, not the best solution for goats. It's a deterrent, and almost always when our chickens are out, we are out with them. So, when our goats are out, we're almost always out with them. So the goal here is to have the fence all the way around so that we can keep the goats out of here. That side's all going to be corn. This side's going to be other things. I'm not 100% sure what we're planting here, and I'm not 100% sure what we're planting in those boxes yet. But we've got some plans. That is kind of my wife and my daughter. That's kind of their thing. I'm just trying to help them get everything set up and ready to go. But that's what we got going as far as our garden. Let me bring you down to our secret project a little bit. This is our secret project. As I said before, we've made some really good progress with it. It's almost as deep as we want it now. And we'll talk about what that's going to be in a future episode. So this episode was mostly about our planting projects But I want to bring you out here and show you, we did get the goats moved out of this spot. You can see they cleared it really good. They've already been in this area for only a couple of days and they cleared it pretty well. So we're going to work on trying to get them out here more, or excuse me, get them moved more. Obviously they're doing a really great job clearing these areas, which is what we wanted. That way they get as much natural food as possible. While we've talked about them in some of the short videos, we did get a livestock guardian dog. Hey buddy, come here. Come here. Come here. Anyway, his name is Butterscotch. He's new here. He's about 6 months old. He's already spent his whole life around other goats and animals. So he's already prepared for this. So he's doing a great job. He's been living out here. He actually scared away a pack of coyotes the other night that came over here. I don't think the coyotes can get through this, but it was good because I heard him barking and I came out to check on it about midnight, and there was a pack of coyotes right there, right at that fence line. Ideally, once we get him better trained, he is pretty good, but he hasn't figured out exactly where our fence line is yet. So he kind of tends to wander onto our neighbor's property behind us. While our neighbors are pretty forgiving about that, especially because, well, he is what he is. We want to be very careful with that. So we are going to be definitely working on training him and getting him to understand where our fence line is. And then we can let the goats out more with him just kind of watching them and keep hanging out with them and keeping them where they belong. So we're working very hard, diligently to get him trained to do that. So, all right, so it's a short video, I know, but that's what we got this week. We had a lot going on, and I just didn't have the camera out this weekend. We were really busy. So we're good. We just got, like I said, we got a lot of stuff done this weekend. It kind of gave you the highlights of everything that we did, and yeah, it's been busy. So if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, and we'll talk to you next week.